should be live. Can anybody out there tell me if I'm live or not? Can you hear me? Sweet, that's good to hear. So yeah, I'm not Michael. My name's Garrett Hartung. I've been in the chat for a few days. I'm a meteorologist here in the Portland area. I'm currently up at Crown Point, the Vista House here in the Columbia River Gorge, where we've been experiencing some wind gusts in excess of 90 miles an hour up here. Currently kind of seeing some lulls on the anemometer there, but pretty frequent wind gusts above 70, sometimes approaching 90 miles an hour. So far today, the highest I've measured is 95 miles an hour. Pretty fun time up here. Wind chills are around -15. It's a good time. Let's see if I can get this. I was trying to get the GoPro rolling on video, but it struggled. There we go. Sorry, Michael's letting me live stream here. There we go. Cool. So yeah, I've been up here at the Vista House for the last 2 or 3 hours or so, and seen some gusts of as high as 95 miles an hour. There's a high wind warning out for the Columbia River Gorge. Could see some gusts over 100 here sometime today. Just waiting to see if we can catch that magical triple-digit gust at some point. I can go ahead and show all you guys the fun rig we got out here. The wind chill is -15, so it's very cold out there. I don't like being out there for more than a few minutes at a time right now. Trying to see if I can rotate my picture around. YouTube's not letting me do landscape mode. Yeah, that wasn't done. Let's see. Oh boy, 73. far, got 32 people on there. Yeah, Tim, especially if you have to make any travel plans back up into Seattle, especially like Thursday night into Friday, it might get sketchy. But overall, it's not too bad down here. Just really cold at the moment. Let's see if Michael says get the Davis brighter. The light is on there, unfortunately. Let's see if I can. Don't have a mount. Let's try to get that. I'm gonna go get beat up in the wind for a few minutes. Yeah, Tim, Sunday should be okay for the Portland area at least, or at least a lot of the outskirts, especially north and south of Portland. Parts of the gorge might still be frozen through Sunday, especially if you get east of Rooster Rock towards Cascade Locks. I do think that we've already seen some power outages here in the Portland area just from the strong east winds that we've been getting, but we could definitely see some power outages anywhere up the I-5 corridor from here to from Eugene all the way up to Seattle, perhaps even up towards Vancouver, British Columbia. Could definitely see some power outages. Anything over a quarter inch of ice can really mess things up on the power lines. Also, some of the models have been hinting at over a quarter inch of ice for Seattle, perhaps even more south of SeaTac. So, and they're not, and Seattle's not as used to the freezing rain like Portland is. We have the Columbia River Gorge here in Portland, so we see freezing rain a couple times a year. But certainly the amounts we're going to see this week are going to be crazy. But Seattle's not as used to the freezing rain as Portland is, so that quarter inch to half inch that they might get is going to be a lot more impactful than it is here in Portland. So I would definitely prepare if, in case you get a power outage that might last a few hours to a day. Port Townsend on Friday and thanks for heads up. Traveling to Port Townsend on Friday and Eugene on Saturday. Puget Sound flyer. Oh, and the live chats like to go away pretty quickly. Traveling to Port Townsend on Friday and Eugene on Saturday. That might be a bit tricky for Port Townsend up in northwest Washington on Friday, especially once the freezing rain gets going in the morning. Eugene might be okay Saturday, especially after noon or so. You just have to make it through the Portland area on your way down. Yeah, I carry the it's such a, the wind's pretty brutal out here often. I grew up here in East Portland. I went to school in Troutdale. It's brutal, but it's also such a cool little weather phenomenon that we have here. This is the weather event that got me into meteorology as a kid. So this is kind of my thing. I'll probably go venture out onto the steps of the Vista House in a second. We'll go check out some other people out here. Some other people out here enjoying the wind. We're just experiencing it. How long is the ice storm for Seattle going to last? It's hard to say. The models do tend to scour out the cold air a little bit faster, or a little bit faster than anticipated, so it might hold on a little bit longer than what the models are saying, but I think for Seattle, sometime by Friday night, we should transition to conventional rain. Maybe that lasts into early Saturday if the cold air holds on a little bit longer. Let's go check some, I don't have a good place to put my phone, but we're gonna go outside for a little bit. Let me grab my gloves. The wind chill is negative 15 out here, so it's really hard to stay outside for more than a few minutes. Alrighty, let's go outside. Well, that was a surprise. We got special guest Justin Sharp, he was a meteorologist and researcher up at UW. He also worked for the company I used to work at for a little bit. That was cool to see him. It's really hard to stay out there for more than a few minutes. Let's see. Yeah, I just met Justin Sharp. He's a meteorologist. Lots of research papers. If you Google any research papers on the Columbia River Gorge, especially the east winds, he's up there with Cliff Mass on a lot of those pages. So that was kind of cool. He's up here with his family. He's gonna go check out the waterfalls. There's 78 just now. if I can prepare a little bit better, I'll go out there a little bit longer. Let's see. Heat pressure gradients. We should get an update in the next couple minutes on the gradient, on the sea level pressure gradient between here and the between Troutdale and the Dalles. That's a good way to forecast how strong these winds are. Right now, they've been around 13 millibars between Troutdale and the Dalles, which is a pretty strong pressure gradient. I haven't been up here for something like that. Should be peaking sometime around now through this early afternoon. There's 84 miles an hour. Can you guys see can you guys see what the anemometer is reading, like how much miles an hour you're seeing up there? Peak gust is 95 miles an hour. That was at 11:10 this morning. I've been up here since about 10 o'clock. I've actually used like half a tank of gas by keeping my car on. This is not optimal. So looking at the UW website, we got the pressure gradient here. It's starting to weaken. It's peaked at 13.3 earlier today between the Troutdale and the Dalles. This is the difference in sea level pressure between the Troutdale and Dalles airports. This is a good way of forecasting the wind speeds, the potential wind speeds for the west side of the gorge in these east wind regimes. 13.1, 13.3, that's some of the highest I've seen in a long time out here. Some of the highest gradient I've ever chased. I'll try to go out there a little bit again. I need to actually put on my cold weather gear. That's a good one. Here we go. What do we got? 83 miles an hour. All right, we're gonna try to get outside again. All right, we're gonna try to venture outside again. All right, we're gonna try to go venture outside again. It is so cold out there. Oh, let's see, we're getting higher gusts. Still 95 is the high today. Up on those steps there at the Vista House, it's the most exposed spot. You could easily measure, I guarantee if I had an anemometer out there today, I could measure up to 100, but they've closed down a lot of the parking around the Vista House. So it's really hard to park in the most exposed locations. I'm currently in the handicap spot, but it's brutal out here. Yeah, Jody, it hurts. Going outside for more than a few minutes, it hurts on any exposed skin. Let's see if I can set up my camera for out there. Let's see if last time I checked, the temperature was 13. It was 12 or 13 degrees outside. Wind chills are in the negative teens, so negative 15 degrees on the wind chill out here. Does turbine motor portion of that anemometer find enough electrical energy to supply the digital readout? No, so there's a couple, there's several batteries in that system. I'm using a Davis Vantage Pro 2 anemometer along with the wireless transmitter. Let's see if I can. I'm trying to figure out a way to mount my phone to the window so you can see me go play outside. Oh, that's not. Don't park there, my guy. Don't park there. Don't park there. Don't park. Well, that's great. I need that for my footage. That's hilarious. Working on getting phone set up. Except I can't do that either. Fuck. Let's try that. Let's try to wedge the phone into there. I don't have a stand. What's up?
Wind speed.
95.
95?
So far today. Right now we're at gusting in the 70s to 80s.
Okay.
It's pretty good so far. Wind chill's about negative 15.
Yeah.
Yeah. You do get a lot of attention out here when you have a 6-foot pole on your roof, so. Drove out to Crown Point at 1 a.m. Wow, Chevy picked up a Chevy note. I would believe it, especially 79. I think that was a really good Arctic blast back then. It's too bad we don't have any data. Like there's an anemometer on the side of the Vista house. It's only been up there since 2012, I believe. And it's not in a great spot because of the historical nature of the building. So it's really hard to get an proper anemometer up there, but it would be really nice to have something like that. This dude's just wearing a hoodie out here. Got some. Let's check out some local folk out here. Let's get blown over. Don't focus on the window. Focus up there. Good stuff. I'm at 1,500 feet north of Kalama. It was 1701 this morning. Has not been 25. I'm dreading the rain at this point. Yeah, just me. It's going to be it's not looking good. This cold pool is really deep and really has established itself over much of Western Oregon and Western Washington. Whenever that precip starts, which should be in the next couple hours or so for parts of the southern Willamette Valley, it's going to get really nasty really quick. For parts of Oregon, Western Oregon, I would start considering wrapping up travel by 6 p.m. at the latest. Wenatchee Valley has 2 degrees right now. Cuts right through the cortege. Yeah, I'm wearing about 3 layers of pants, 2 jackets, my weather coat, my big weatherproof jacket, and it's still just brutal out here. Even just one little tiny bit of exposed skin really hurts. And just think about how bad it would be in like Wyoming where the wind chill's negative 60. Hey, what's up?
How much did you guys recording?
95 so far.
Holy cow, right now?
Right now we got...
Gusting too?
Kind of what? We gusted to 95 earlier, but we kind of got 48 right
48
now.
Wow, it's pushing me.
I've seen some 75s and 80s in the last like 5 minutes, so
Yeah,
it's brutal.
Enjoy.
Yeah, no worries. Deciding whether to drive home to Spokane tomorrow. I'm in Medford now. Need to drive the 84. I would leave right now, or consider changing your plans. Christy, I'm expecting I-84 to close at some point, probably by Friday morning. So if you haven't left yet, you're running out of time, or you might reconsider just staying put. probably the best bet is to stay in Medford, but you might be able to get away with it if you leave like now. Spokane with 0 minutes. Christy, that's going to be really, it's going to be really tricky on saying when you can go. I'm expecting parts of the gorge, especially the west side of the gorge, to be locked up through Sunday. Like, especially when you get east of Hood River towards between Hood River and Pendleton might see freezing rain through much of Sunday. So I'm not expecting that highway to be passable. You might be able to go Sunday if you go north to I-90 in Seattle, assuming things have dried up by then. But the gorge is probably going to be locked up till at least late Sunday, maybe into Monday. The National Weather Service here has calling for 3 to 6 inches of snowfall starting late tonight, followed by up to 1 inch of rain. And some places like Cascade Locks may see up to 2 inches of freezing rain. It's not going to be good out there. It's going to be quite nasty. And I mean, I'd go check it out, but I don't want to be stuck in Cascade Locks for 3 days. Yeah, I mean, the other thing is, like, check out these 10-minute and 5-minute speeds. We're averaging over the course of 10 minutes at least 50 miles an hour. It's kind of nasty. It's some really strong and consistent wind out here. I think we'll get this kind of wind down through Skagit Valley. Probably not quite this strong, but anytime you get one of those low gaps through the Cascade Range in this kind of event, you're going to get some gusty winds. Oops. Go on, Michael. Hit that button and let's see if I can on the graph. Oh, there's a good one. Back center. S trails. Salem should start seeing some stuff sometime in the next few hours. Probably by 5 or 6 o'clock, you're going to start seeing some freezing rain. Some sleet, maybe some freezing rain. Probably by 5 or 6 o'clock. Yeah, this is my first time live streaming anything, so forgive me for my poor camera work. Kind of threw this together at the last second. I'm going to try to work a way to get my car. Let's see if I can build I would completely ignore the pressure on there. It's set for my, I usually have this console sitting on my desk in my house, so the elevation is currently set to 285 feet. So the pressure is completely useless on this console, at least. We're likely up at around 1030 to 1035 right now, millibars. That's the high probability now and expected. So at least, Chase, so at least west of the Cascades, pressure is going to drop a little bit as that system approaches, and tries to eat away at that cold air mass that's in place. But don't pay attention to that right now. It's not going to get that. That's not a right number. That's not a good value. Tanner Swift, when do you expect Portland to start getting the freezing rain? Portland will likely see some things. Will initially start out as snow for Portland, probably by 6 or 7 o'clock tonight. It'll then transition to sleet and then freezing rain. Certainly, freezing rain will be happening by early Friday morning for the Portland area, lasting potentially through into Saturday. So roads might be getting really slick starting around 8 or 9 o'clock tonight. Well, that was a good one. Come on. Yeah, freezing rain is probably going to start around midnight. That was a good one. 66. 83 miles an hour on the clock. Ah. I don't have a mount for this. There's people left. Okay, perfect. That's cool. Let's see. Hi, chat. Joe is cool. Roads be undrivable in the Portland area Friday afternoon through night. I would highly recommend not traveling Friday until at least you start seeing some improvement. Roads may not clear up for the Portland area until early Saturday, especially east of I-205. "92 miles an hour right there." Do you think the roads in Olympia, I'd say by at least late afternoon Saturday into Sunday, the roads should be clear, or starting to be not clear. They should be starting to lighten up a bit. There's going to be a bunch of slush and ice and garbage on the road, so things might be still a little bit slick going into Saturday night, but probably by Sunday you should be above freezing and roads should be clearing up for Olympia. All the happy squirrels. I would double check before going out in Olympia tomorrow. Freezing rain's likely to start sometime tonight for Olympia, and it's going to be really slick and dangerous to be out. Yeah, there's a lot of people in that situation where they have to travel. Like, employers are not shutting down. They'll wait till the last possible second, like until people start getting trapped outside. Then they'll consider closing work. Luckily, I have the option from working from home if I need to. Yeah, Terry, we've seen some gusts as high as 70s. Been quite gusts in the 70s to 80s have been pretty normal around here. So far, our high today has been 95. Just a few minutes ago, we did get a gust in 92. I'm gonna try to get a, let's see if I can get this going here. Do I have some way of mounting this? Hold on 1 second, folks. We're gonna try something here. I will be right back. So Carson's further deeper. Okay, Carson. Let's see. Paul, Carson. There's a winter weather. There's a winter storm warning out for that area. You can get 3 to 6 inches of snow, then transitioning to freezing rain. It might be particularly bad near Carson and Cascade Locks. Could get up to 2 inches of freezing rain that some of the models are putting out. So it's going to be crazy in Carson, Paul. I would prepare for some power outages if you guys aren't used to the snow and freezing rain out there. There were some models putting over 2 inches of ice accumulations in that area. Might be a little bit less than that. I would assume maybe closer to 1 inch, but it's going to be nasty out there. Probably impassable for days. Do I have any duct tape? That's a good question. I swear I have some duct tape. Thanks, Annoy Mouse, for the cup of coffee. We'll definitely be needing that when I get home. I think Carson's just east of Cascade Locks, if I remember correctly, kind of near Stevenson. Maybe it's closer to Hood River. I'm gonna go look for some duct tape real quick. I'll be right back. Charge the phone while I can. Oh, that was a bad time to open the door. I'm gonna duct tape my phone to the window so you guys can go see me play on the steps out there. If I have some, I think I have some duct tape in the back. And also, fun fact, it's hard to open the door once it gets above 70 miles an hour. 81 when I was out there.
Yeah. So far. Yeah. Ah.
Kidder. Yeah, so we're actually just above Rooster Rock. The Vista House is just about 700 feet above the above Rooster Rock. Last time I checked there were seeing some gusts in the low 80s on the sensor over the water there. I don't have any duct. Duct tape. Ah, I found it. Air temperature is about 12 degrees. It's been varying between 12 and 15 degrees outside. So wind chills are in the negative teens, like negative 15 degrees out there. It's hard to stay outside for more than a couple minutes. Yeah, Terry, negative 15 out here. It's some of the coldest wind chills I've ever experienced. I've lived in Western Oregon all my life, so this kind of cold weather is rare. There's the fame of it, but it's also these east winds are what got me into meteorology in the first place. I grew up in Troutdale. Are you a weatherman or a war correspondent? Be safe. 82 miles an hour. There we go. Found some duct tape. If you guys want me to go outside, I got to tape the phone to the window so you guys can see me get blown around. I found the duct tape. All right, here we go. All right, so we're gonna take this bad boy. Proceed to up there. I would say Snowmelt Studios probably within. You could probably get frostbite out here in as little as 15-20 minutes on unexposed skin. I can't last. My forehead gets so cold out there when I don't have my ski goggles on. I can only last a few minutes, and then I have to go in because any exposed skin just hurts. I will be careful. This mouse. -4 with -41 degree wind chill. I cannot imagine how cold that is. -15 is nasty as it is. All right. The phone has been duct taped to the window, so hopefully y'all can see me out there. I'm gonna go out. Let me keep an eye on the wind gusts real quick. All right. Let me dress up real quick and I'll head out there. I'll put the ski goggles on so I can stand out there a little bit longer. It's had a gust of 75 just now. '82. All right, I'm gonna head out. I'll go out another door. Man, it is cold up there. Oh yeah, I'm fine. I should have brought my handheld anemometer out here, but I forgot it. No, it's best just if the wind starts getting sketchy like that, it's best just to like sit down or take a knee. Like, I made the mistake. Yeah, the car is shaking a lot. A couple years ago, I was up there and I turned my back to the wind for a second and I ended up stumbling down the steps and snapping my ankle. So I definitely learned my lesson to just go down. just sit or take a knee. Don't turn your back to the wind. I don't have a hat because I know I'm gonna lose it, so that's why my forehead's been getting cold. Yeah, Evan, I think I'm some soup sitting in front of the space heater is going to be probably what I do when I get home. Evan, I do not. This car doesn't even have cruise control, so. Ugh. Han John, there's been it's been picking up on the radar. It's starting to move in towards the Oregon coast now. So should start seeing some precipitation falling in the Willamette Valley sometime in the next 2 to 3 hours. Eventually making its way up to Portland by 6 or 7 o'clock tonight. Oh no, don't. All right. I just watched a kid roll across the ground. Someone brought their kids out here, and that's not a good idea. There's someone holding an infant in that wind right now. Why did no? Don't bring your kids out here, man. No, dude. There's like I'm not gonna show them because they're getting beat up out there. But there's a whole family, including 3 kids, just getting beat up outside. And that's the other thing. It doesn't need to be a huge east wind event for there to be strong winds up here. Frequently, there's gusts to 50 to 60 miles an hour on pretty good, nice and dry days. So, like, if you ever come up to the Vista House and there's some winds going, just be careful, especially if you're going up on the steps out there. I've seen a bunch of like elderly ladies fall up there, just trying to experience the wind a little bit too. I mean, I've fallen up there too. Yeah, I'm sure he would love it. It's just about being prepared for it. Like, there's no reason you should be bringing a toddler or an infant out here carrying in your hands, you know. Like, you can't stop yourself from a fall. Rather, not let alone keeping your kid off the pavement. And I'm certainly gonna love getting home and snuggling under the blankets when I get home sometime later tonight. I might be out here for a while. You know, that would swim cap might work. Just something over the skin. I don't need much, you know. Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't have a really good angle for this. Does that look a little bit better? Let's see, let's go to the wind graph. Wind. Oh, yep, good point. Thank you. Let me fix that. There we go. Comanero's Bridge. Let's see. Is this area the Gorge Street Park? Yeah, Evan. This is really the sweet spot for the high winds in the gorge, especially during easterly offshore flow events. There's a couple places out on the east side of the gorge that are better for the typical westerly winds we get. But for offshore flow, this is the end of the barrel of the gun per se. That cold, dense air mass east of the Cascades, this cold, dense, high pressure is just building up on the east side of the Cascades, and it's being accelerated down the gorge like a bullet does down the barrel of a gun. And this is the end of the barrel right here on the western end of the gorge at Crown Point and Rooster Rock. That's a good point. I could prop that up a little bit. I don't got much to work with here. Let's see. We can use the duct tape. Is that a little bit better for you guys? It'd be easy to read at night since this is backlit, but... For the most part, we've been seeing sustained winds here about 55 to 60 miles an hour with gusts. We get a bunch of frequent gusts between 75 and 80 miles an hour, but occasionally seeing 90 plus. So far today, the highest we've seen is 95. Had a couple gusts, 92, 93 earlier today as well. All right, now there's a kid out there that's properly having fun. Japanese, hi from Denmark. Wow. Well, welcome to the Columbia River Gorge. 75 out there. Let's see if I can. Was it good content while I was outside on the steps? Was that good content? Should I go out there again? Terry says yes, please. Well, it's at least 71 here in the car. So it's not too bad. It's 13 degrees outside. It's very cold. Oh, that was a good one. 61. Jody, Jim Cantori, great guy. I would probably freak out like him if I saw thunder snow myself. Oh, that was a big one. It's really picked up in the last couple minutes, like last minute or so. Some really strong gusts. Fox 25 Romeo, are you in 250 Romeo? Are you in you're in Gresham, right? TL the champ. I bet you're getting some 40 probably some 40 50 mile an hour gusts up at in the West Hills or in the Raleigh Hills out there. Especially if you got any elevation. Mouse, I don't think ball lightning is real. There's never been like a really good capture of it photographically. It's all been kind of like just artifacts of some sort of other type of lightning or like some glare off the camera. I haven't seen like a really good example of it being proven. Certainly not the magical ball that wanders around a park and then just cracks randomly. I've heard that story before. It's getting angry out there. Oh yeah, 100%. The anemometer on the side of the building broke off. It's no longer there. Normally the anemometer's up there on the side of the building. It's no longer there. I don't know if I can zoom in. That's normally where the anemometer would be for the Vista house, on that gutter right there. It is no longer there. It has disappeared in the last few hours. It is probably now in Troutdale. Can someone tweet that out? I can confirm the Vista house anemometer has broken off. Someone let Mark Nelson know. You know, now I'm curious if it's sitting on the parking lot over there. I'm gonna go check that out real quick. Does anybody have the last reading from the Vista house before it broke off? mechanical tool. 78. So it was probably loose up there for a while if it was just reading 78. I'm also gonna go make sure my anemometer's okay too. I haven't seen 80 miles an hour in a while. Can you see the, should be out there. We'll go investigate real quick. $83 miles an hour. Are you guys seeing things okay? On the stream, are you guys seeing everything okay? Sweet. I'm gonna go check on some things real quick. Yeah, we'll tape it up to the window. I'm honestly curious if that anemometer is sitting on the ground over there. Sweet. I've been getting dressed, so we'll just go out there. Oh man, this guy's getting beat up out here. 83. All right, so it looks like the anemometer on the side of the Vista house broke off at some point. Hey, what's up?
You're nuts!
Yeah. Been crazy, man. So yeah, the anemometer definitely broke off up there at the Vista house. I think there's a balcony that goes around the top side of the Vista house. Right up there, there's a staircase you can get up to there from the inside of the Vista house. But it's likely the anemometer is likely just sitting up there on the ledge, just broken. Someone should tweet at Mark Nelson about that. Yes, Canon, it would easily open, but also probably rip off the hinges. I hope everyone's enjoying the cold weather out there to some extent. It's kind of brutal, but it's also kind of fun in a sense. We don't get this too often around here. And we get some strong winds in the gorge, but like the fact that it's 13 degrees outside is very, very rare for here. That was a good one. 80. Have not seen any boats on the Columbia today. I wonder why. Judy's also from Gresham. I grew up in East Portland, Gresham area. Went to Reynolds High School in Troutdale. I was born in this stuff. No windsurfing out there right now. Probably gusting to 80 miles an hour down there at Rooster Rock with freezing spray. I might actually go down there and check out, see if the park's open, to see if I can go see some freezing spray along the river. Actually, I might go do that. There we go. Sorry about that. I was just making a tweet. My back. We just had a gust of 83. I think I am gonna log off for now. I might come back later. I'm gonna go down. I need to get some gas and some food real quick. I'm hungry and I've used half a tank of gas up here, just sitting here idling, which is not good. I might be back later up here today. I'm gonna go check out Rooster Rock down on the. I'm gonna go check out Rooster Rock down on the water there. See some freezing spray. Yeah. And then get some gas. I might come back up here later today. Should drive around after precip starts. You know, it might be really pretty up here later tonight with the snow, but the second it starts transitioning to freezing rain, it's going to be really hard to get home. Yeah, it's hard on the engine, but also it's 13 degrees outside, so I need to warm up. Alrighty, everyone, I'm gonna sign off, and I might be back up here in a little bit. Thank you.